Greetings, everyone! How is everyone doing this fine Friday? It is me, the Skelly of Ace. And we are continuing to draw the and I'm continuing to do first aid right now because I should probably see if there's any color gaps that I have not fixed. Okay, that was just a speck of my screen. Let's fix that. Fuck. Also, I believe my mom ordered the replacement nibs. I'll have to check with her after stream, or if I do an intermission. That is, if she does not fall asleep. Eat before her then. Hold on. Fuck. Wrong layer. I probably need to make this line thicker. Fuck. No, I'm not cutting the entire layer. Also, I woke up at almost 2 a.m. earlier today. I did indeed fuck up. And I remember that I mentioned it into a server of a VTuber I watch a lot in. And when I came in during the stream, he was just like, "You're supposed to be asleep. You fucked up." And indeed I did fuck up. Because I jinxed myself into saying hopefully I don't wake up at 2 a.m. I jinxed myself and woke up at 2 a.m. Well, technically I woke up at 1:40 in the morning. It's like nearly 12 hours ago. And I stayed up for like half an hour. Then I just conked out for the rest of the night. And I woke up very, very tired. But luckily, I should be fine. And enough to stream. And also, I did do that one thing that I needed to do. I had to read a textbook. It was the second half of the chapter because that chapter was pretty long. So I had to read like 30 pages of the textbook. And I was able to do the quiz, and it involved a lot of typing, so it took me like almost an hour. But I did exceed the word limit on each question. Like, the average limit, like the minimum word count was 30. I doubled it. And the final question, and I had to like write 50 words each. I wrote 300 words total. So like 100 words on average per, artist I had to write about. And one of them was Frida Kahlo. Which, I didn't know this just until I read the textbook, but apparently she was half German. And that was kind of like the subject of one of her paintings that she painted around the time that she divorced another Mexican artist because he loved the Mexican part of her, but not the German half of her. Like, he loved only a part of her. And basically, from what I remember of the painting, it was, on the right side, there was Frida in, Mexican clothing, and that kind of represented the Mexican part of her. And on the left and I'm referring to the viewer side, on the left there was a Frida in a Victorian dress to kind of represent her German half. So yeah. And Frida is like a very good artist. And a lot of her drawing, a lot of her work is self-portraits because she was kind of like showing her reality because she had like a lot of health issues just in her life. So she was kind of like constantly in pain. Which kind of sucks, but also is like a mood for me because I am also, a chronic pain haver. I mean, a lot of my conditions are chronic. My ass might not be iconic, but my pain sure is chronic. And yes, I am referencing a meme that has like raccoons, I believe, in it. I can turn that off. Save. Then save again as a PNG. And now it's ambulance time. And I might change the eye color. No, not the eye color. The eye. I might redraw the eyes. Because I feel like they're hanging a little too low. And I probably also need to, like, hold on. Images. It is a JPEG. At least it's not the large one. That is the large JPEG file. There we go. That's the actual JPEG file. Also, I forgot to do the going live tweet. Well, it works. Now to open these two boys. And yes, I was not lying when I said that this guy turns into a leg. This is him in all his leggy glory. He is the leg. Become one with the leg. Also, I am eventually going to do the thick line border. You know, the outline. So I should probably like move that so I don't bump it. Did I just hear outside? It was probably just a goose. Also, I probably need to, like, once these are done, I probably need to, like, do another poll on Tumblr to kind of figure out who I'm going to draw next, because there's a bunch. Like a whole bunch of characters that I want to kind of draw. And some of them have like categories. Like, for example, Ironhide and Coop, I categorize them as Autobot Peepaws because they're two of the oldest Autobots, like, canonically. And Ironhide is kind of like just the grumpy grandpa or dad. They're just Peepaws. I probably should like add another one, but I don't know if there's like any other like Autobot characters who are like categorized as like being really fucking old. And I am excluding a certain character because his real identity is spoiler territory. And there's, of course, some characters that I'm kind of not including for, like, certain reasons. Like, partially because the base I'm using won't really work for them. Like, characters like Whirl, for example. Because in the comics, where his, like, appearance is kind of, like, established. He actually went through a process called Emperata. And that's kind of basically where they just remove your face and hands. Like your hands are replaced with claws. And it's kind of just like to show that you are to be, you know, that you are kind of othered. And this happened with Shockwave too, and I'm not going to mention it because it's one, spoiler territory, and two, because you can kind of read the story, how it happened in the Shadowplay arc in More Than Meets the Eye. And trust me, it's going to be heartbreaking when you find out what Shockwave used to be. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go read the comic if you want his identity in the past to be shown. And I might do like a plushie version of that. But I know that for like any character who has like one eye, I'm going to have to like go off the base. and, you know, like make a whole new base. And that's kind of why I haven't drawn Ravage yet. Because, you know, cat. And of course, some characters I'm probably going to save until like later, like Optimus Prime and Megatron. And I know I'm probably going to have to like make a few different versions of Megatron, who is actually like younger than you think he is in the story. At least in, like, the IDW continuity, like, the first one, that started, like, when I was a year old. And went all the way to like 2018. And I probably should like read more of like the comics. But that's kind of like for over the summer, once my semester is over. And I can probably like make a Transformers themed cosplay. Of course, there's not like a lot of Transformers cosplayers in my area. So if I ever do that, I'm probably going to be the only one. If I ever go to like any of my local conventions. And of course it's probably going to be a little difficult because it's basically just box. Unless I like do a Human Formers cosplay. And of course there is, you know, Transformers conventions. Those are in fact a real thing. But I don't know if any of them happen in my area. Like, when I say in my area, I say that I mean that I don't have to like stay at a hotel during the period that it happens. Or it's just like within like half an hour of, you know, where I kind of live. I mean, if I could, you know, travel more, and if I, you know, could drive, I'd probably be able to go to more conventions, but I still don't have my permit or license. I mean, given what happened when I was 16, you know, the whole worldwide pandemic thing, it kind of makes sense that I was not able to get my license or permit during that time. Because we were all, supposed to stay in our own home. So, yeah. That's kind of like what happened. And eventually, hopefully, sometime this year or next year, I will hopefully get my license. But of course, I have to, learn how to drive first. I'm probably going to have my mom teach me because we are close in height, so we'll probably, be able to use certain techniques that someone like my dad, who is, 5'10", wouldn't need to use. Like, for example, using the mirror, the back view mirror in the front of a car to kind of figure out how to, park and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of hopefully over the summer I can learn how to drive. But it is a little nerve-wracking to kind of learn. Partially because, I worry about, getting into a situation that isn't my fault, a car crash. And originally my mom was going to have my brother and I use her car, the one that she currently has, but given that it's having issues with the oil and stuff, my mom isn't really comfortable with that happening. And that's kind of because my pawpaw, aka her father, gave her a really shitty car, a very shitty truck, and it constantly broke down on her on the freeway, so she kind of needed help with getting back to her home. And one time someone literally just picked her up, asked if she needed help first, allow me to mention that, then just dropped her off farther than her destination, which was her home, and told her to just use the payphone to call her dad. Which, what the fuck? Yeah, my mom does not want the same thing to happen to my brother and I. Especially in this day and age. You know? Yeah, I understand that. And I'm not a big fan of driving either. But unfortunately, America is a hellscape. That, like, prioritizes cars over public transportation. Like, if I was able to, like, if we had a reliable bus transport, like, everywhere, and the need for cars is only really for, like, very long distances where you're, like, traveling as family, I'd rather live in that world. Because cars are expensive and a bit of a scam. Because, you know, like, gatekeeping features with a subscription fee. So you technically don't really fully own your car. Because you have to pay a subscription for some features. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah. Newer cars are getting bad with this stuff? Yeah. And, yeah. I mean, they track data and stuff and log features. Yeah. And that's kind of why I'm kind of reluctant to, you know, get a car. Because I don't want to pay a subscription for stuff that the car should automatically have from the get-go. Okay, this seems like more suitable placement. And that's kind of like part of my reluctance to learn how to drive. Well, like getting my own car, that is. Because a lot of stuff, that's kind of why a lot of, like, us Americans really, like, idealize having something that we truly own. Because a lot of stuff we have is, like, subscriptions. Like, a lot of us can only afford to rent. Yeah, this is a better color. Wait, no. That was not what I meant to do. Replace the color? Replace the color once more. And now I'm going to do that. But first, I need to do that. See if there's any fuck-ups that I did. I probably need to like blow my nose. Also, I cut my thumb earlier while I was cutting a bread roll. So now I have a band-aid on my thumb. Which is a little annoying. But at least it was just pretty small. And I did not end up like bleeding everywhere. Yep, I made sure. I shall save the progress now. Actually, one of my mutuals, like my Twitter feed / classmate, he actually has a redeem of like to remind him to save his progress on his art. Once I get to affiliate, I'll see if I can, make that a redeem. But probably like only for when I'm doing art streams. So that y'all can, remind me to save my progress. Or I can probably also do that in games where I can save my progress, whenever I want to. Like Skyrim. So in case I die, I don't lose all of my progress that I make. And I gotta do the border. And I gotta do that. I just realized that Ambulon's color palette reminds me of ketchup and mustard. And it's ironic because I absolutely despise mustard. It tastes horrid. Yeah, important to hydrate. Luckily I have a water bottle with me. Albeit one of those tiny ones. I mean, to be fair, the only mustard I've ever had was those fucking yellow mustard thingies. Sometime last year, when my dad kind of got me a burger from Burger King. I ate some of it, but I eventually stopped eating it because I tasted mustard. And I had to spit into a napkin several times to get the fucking mustard taste out of my mouth. And I haven't really had Burger King ever since. Luckily I did have one of those slices of a chocolate ice cream pie to kind of cleanse my palate. Yeah, never again. I mean, to be fair, I do have a lot of sensory issues around there, which probably kind of explains my limited food palate. Yeah, gotta go eat. Have a good food. Hopefully I'll have fun with my shenanigans. First aid is done. Pharma is still on the sketch. color the lines. Would y'all like to fuck the wrong color? Would y'all like to know something funny about Transformers? There is literally 2 different series in Transformers, and they're both called Robots in Disguise. One came out in 2001, the other in 2015. Y'all probably know the 2015 one because B looks very, very different and just acts like a disappointed dad the whole fucking time. I believe the first Robots in Disguise which came out in 2001. It had like this weird scene where there were Decepticons like cleaning up a fucking forest with brooms, and also, guiding traffic. Which led to the funniest scene of the character Scourge, I believe, like brandishing a sword on a civilian because they were speeding. Like, obey the traffic laws. Which, to be fair, if there was a fucking giant robot with a giant sword directing traffic and brandishing his sword at you if you are speeding, I feel like a lot of traffic accidents would be significantly reduced. Because people would probably be scared of the giant fucking robot. And the only exceptions are people who want to fuck said robots. Which is more than you believe would be possible if you're not, like, part of, like, any fandom that, has sentient robots. You'd be surprised how down bad people are about robots. And unfortunately, that includes me. I am also down bad for robots. And that is why I completed First Aid first. Because I am not immune to being down bad for robots. None of us are immune. Like, if you know anyone who is in the Transformers fandom, there's a non-zero chance that they want to either fuck a Transformer or be fucked by a Transformer. Or they just want to be bored. Like, I spent enough time on the Transformers side of Tumblr to know that a lot of people are down bad, notoriously down bad, actually, for those damn robots. And this list includes Megatron, by the way, and a lot of Decepticons. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure like a good chunk of people who have actually worked on Transformers are aware of this part of, the fandom. Because apparently there's like a lot of interaction between like the people who kind of contribute to the Transformers shows and stuff, like the artists and the voice actors. Like, Cyberverse Hot Rod's voice actor does a lot of interaction with the fandom. Like, there was this video I watched debating how big Shockwave's boobs, and the voice actor of Hot Rod from Cyberverse is probably the least qualified person you should probably ask. But it is kind of funny. I mean, there are people who regularly or like have commissioned some of the official IDW artists who worked on Transformers, like Alex Milne and Jack Lawrence. I don't know if his name is actually Jack, I just know his last name is Lawrence, to literally draw ship art of Transformers characters. Like, this includes, like, of course, Ratchet and Drift. And you'd be surprised. Like, a lot of people are just down horrendous. I mean, at this point, I'm no longer surprised at how down bad they are. Also, holy fucking shit, I just realized that I forgot something very important on First Aid. I forgot that. Like, if there's, like, a somewhat well-known Transformers character that had some degree of screen time, there's at least one person who wants to fuck it. And it no longer surprises me. I can't believe I forgot that. Now I have to resave the PNG. Yes, I want to replace it. So, yeah. And now it's Pharmin time. I might like do an intermission before I, color Pharma. I guess I went the lazy route with that. Don't fucking complain. And if you fuckers just start to complain, I'm not going to be mad. I'm just going to be disappointed. And yes, I am giving him this fucking creepy ass smile. Because he deserves it. And so did the Pharma girlies. Fuck. Fuck! What did I do? Why did I do that? Why? Luckily I could just undo it, but why? Hold on, I should probably do that first. I think I'm going to do a little intermission because I need to like go to the bathroom and all that. So, be right back. And what? Just had to use the bathroom. I'm gonna put a Hershey kiss in my mouth so I, have something to kind of like, yeah, words. Words go burr. Also, holy shit, my hand is itchy. Hold on, let me redo that. Hello, Crow. Enjoy your studying. Hopefully it goes well. And yes, I'm using this curved line tool because I don't want to bother. And I kind of want to make the process a little more easier on me. And also because it's a little easier to kind of get a smooth line. Okay, now I'm going to go with a thinner line. And those are the legs. Now I just gotta do his hands. I'll go with pixel thicker. Hold on. Can I do that? Nope. I'm gonna go with that. To get that thickness. Also, I choked that line at the end. Also, I wish Pharmin was in a little more Transformers media. Like, he doesn't have to be like the same batshit insanity that he is in IDW, because that insaneness is kind of like explained through like Tarn. Because, you know, Delphi is in Mesotine, which is a planet that is technically Decepticon territory, and Pharmin is an Autobot. So he has to like harvest T-Cogs from corpses for the leader of the DJT Tarn. And that kind of just led him into a bit of insanity. So that kind of like explains Pharma's behavior in the IDW comics continuity. And I did a very thick line for that. No, so I don't have to like outline it. And I can probably like hold on. I'm going to redo that one. I mean, if we were to, like, add Pharma to a new, like, series outside of IDW, I feel like some of the insanity, he could be a little removed from, like, because Pharma is, like, pretty damn brutal. Little indie. Also, hello Bongo Cats, how are you? But I feel like some of that brutalness can probably be, like, removed a little bit. Yeah. But I'm doing pretty well. How are you? But I feel like some of the brutalness of, you know, Pharma can be, like, retconned out, but I feel like he could be a little rewritten to, like, kind of, like, I'm not sure how to really describe it. Like, make him, like, just a little too dedicated to his job. Like, he's, like, very, very serious about his duties as a doctor. So much so that he probably, like, neglects his own health a little bit. Yeah. I'm also very hyped for Transformers 1. Once my dad comes home, I'm definitely going to tell him about it. And Transformers 1 has been kind of, like, trending among the Transformers side of Tumblr as well. Like, so many people are hyped, and some of them are, like, trying to analyze certain parts of it. And of course, Starscream only shows up for like a few frames, but everyone is fucking hyped. Yeah. We playing in one of the Transformers games? Yeah. If any of the Transformers game, if I can find, like, a way to play one of the Transformers games on, like, PC, because there are a few on Steam, but I'll have to see if there's, like, if they're anywhere else. So that I can, like, buy them. And, you know, I mean, of course there are, like, some, yeah. Playing War for Cybertron. Yeah. Then you'll play Fall of Cybertron. Yeah. I probably need to, like, see if there's, like, any Transformers PC games that I can play. Yeah, on stream for y'all. Which, actually, I believe I have, like, a game recommendation channel for my Discord. Heard if you want to join it. Yeah, I can try Devastation. I can see if it's on there right now, actually. Also, oh, there's an update for Stardew Valley. Hold on. There's an Earthspark game. But I don't see Devastation. is a fucking turn-based tactic Transformers game. It's like $24. Eh. I didn't see those either. Maybe they're somewhere else? Like, you can buy them for PC, but there's like a specific site. I'll probably have to like check. And there's a little off topic, but there is this like game based on like a plushie line. It's Puff Palace Island Skies. Yeah. Oh, Activision took down those games. Oh god. So the game is called Puff Pals Island Skies, and it's currently in alpha. Like, the first alpha is done. And it's from Fluff Nest, and the Puff Pals are plushies. And you can, like, you had to get yours pirated? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea for me to kind of get it if I can only get it hit through pirating. There are some like outfit sets that you can get. It's supported on both PC and Mac now. And I'm probably going to like there's a few tiers. And the game is estimated to release in 2025. And there's also a Discord server for, the alpha. And I might get it. I mean, I do have a good amount of money. And because I've been mostly saving for like a cool convention. Transformers Reactivate. I haven't heard of that yet. Can you explain what it is? Actually, I can probably like look it up. Oh. Oh, it's a 1 to 4 player online action game. It's an interesting concept. I mean, if I actually had, like, streamer friends that I regularly collabed with on a regular basis, or if I even had the balls to ask anyone to collab with me, which for me is a little hard to do from my time zone, because I am, I stream pretty early for my time zone, so unless it's like I'm able to get that one mutual of mine to stream with me during our summer break if they don't have, you know, class has over this summer. I can probably see if I can, like, play the game with them. And of course I'm probably going to, like, see if I can, like, buy the game for them. But yeah. I mean, I'm interested in playing it. But it's just that I'll have to figure out who to play with. You know, among like streamers. And I mean, there is like one streamer who I know that streams around the time I do sometimes, but he is an 18 plus streamer and I'm a 16 plus streamer, so if one of us like hosts the stream, that means like some of my audience might not be able to, you know, watch it. Because I know that some of y'all are like around 16, so you're not like fully adults yet. But if I am able to, you know, gather enough people to, you know, collab with me around the time that Reactivate comes out, but I'll see if I can do that. But of course I don't really know a lot of other VTubers who have like an interest in the Transformers franchise, you know? From what I know, it's just me. And I probably also need to like advertise these assets. It's more on like Twitter and stuff. Like I've promoted them on Tumblr. And that. But I probably need to like promote it more on Twitter. And besides, I probably need to like I don't know if I'll be able to like post the link to Ko-fi, because whenever I tried like posting the link to my Twitch during my like announcements for going live streams, Twitter wouldn't let me, you know, post the link. I mean, there is probably some like other social medias that I probably need to like get anyway. Like, I'm probably going to get, like, Blue Sky. So I can, like, more freely, you know, make posts and stuff. And I know that several people that I know have Blue Sky already. And I probably need to like make a kind of announcement post for the assets anyway, as well. Yeah. It'll come out in 2024. Yeah. I mean, if it's kind of goes out around the time that I have to go back to school for another semester. I mean, I plan on like doing one more semester at my school to do like prerequisites before I transfer to a proper university. need to kind of like fulfill my major. Or I might not be able to really stream it. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be free to play. Nice. That is very, very cool. That means I can, like, easily justify roping in some of my friends. If I had friends, that is. Yeah. Oh, it's just a battle pass, but just cosmetics. Yeah. I mean, I never really, like, purchased battle passes anyway for any of the games I play. Like, I've only done it once. And that was around the time that the first Lunar Right event happened in Genshin Impact. Like, years ago. Yeah. You'll play the game even if you're the last one left. Oh my god. Also, I probably should have done that earlier when I finished the line art, but eh. But hopefully by the end of the stream, these will all be done. Yeah. Gameplay is like Destiny 2. From what you've seen. Yeah. I mean, there is probably like some people that I can like see if I can like, well, I haven't really had much interaction with the greater VTuber community. Partially because I'm a little scared of interacting with others. Like because I'm kind of like a nobody in the VTuber sphere. Like, I'm not even an affiliate. So it's probably going to be kind of hard for me to like connect with other streamers. I mean, yeah. Well, I have kind of been doing that a little bit in like 2023, and I know I probably should like branch out more and like connect with more indie VTubers. Here's that like stream around the time I do, so that it'll be easier for us to like do collabs. I mean, there is like Ilaria. Like, she is someone that I kind of want to collab with eventually. I mean, we do stream around, like, we stream around the same time. I mean, it probably makes sense that a lot of, like, the VTubers that... I mean, the main issue would probably be, like, time zones. Because a lot of my audience is, you know, European. That means, like, if I want to collab with someone, you know, in my time zone, I'd have to stream later in the day. You barely seems like he'll probably be here anyway. Oh my god. They're just like, sleep? I don't know, sleep! Yeah. The figure you have looks a lot like the Optimus Prime Optimus! Oh my god. Okay. Mm. I mean, depending on when it comes out, I'll probably see if my... Well, if it comes out before my brother has to go back for school, unless he's, like, graduating this year, I'll probably see if I can, like, watch Transformers 1 with my entire family. Like, in theater. You know, bonding time with the fam. With the fam. I mean, my dad and I are, like, the two members of the family who are, like, most passionate about Transformers. I mean, Transformers Prime... I mean, no, not Transformers Prime. The original Transformers was kind of my dad's childhood. Like, he was 11 when the first episode came out. So, Transformers kind of had... The Transformers series has, like, kind of a good part of, like, my dad's childhood, along with, like, Gem and the Holograms. So yeah. And I actually watched like a bit of the original Transformers G1 on the show and Gem and the Holograms. You know, as an itty bitty kid. And I didn't even know back then that my dad watched that show himself as a kid. So yeah, once my dad comes home, like depending on how he kind of feels, I'll tell my dad about it and probably like send him a link to the trailer. Because I literally watched it during the starting soon screen. Like while that was happening, I watched the trailer. And not gonna lie, it's fucking hilarious. And there's a whole lot of world building just in the trailer. Like from like the scenery and stuff. Like it kind of shows that Cybertron is a techno-organic planet. And there's also quintessence. Those bitches. Okay. Now let's see if I made any fuck-ups. I made a few. Also, I probably need to like do another intermission so I can like unshrimp my back a little bit. You know, stretch a little. And I probably need to like stretch my pelvic floor a little bit. I just remembered that this one, the Tumblr post, where like a lonely dragon like ends up like kind of adopting a whole fucking, you know, office, and one of them is just like, I kind of need to come home, go home and take care of my kids, and the dragon was just excited because they didn't realize that they were excited about, you know, grandbabies. I don't know if there's been like any additions to the post, or if I can like find it and make additions. I mean, I probably could have, like, gone with this blue instead of this blue, but me. No, just wait. 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 Wait, wait, wait. Wait, wait. all the... Oh, right. And now I have to change the paper color to something darker and fill in any gaps. Oops. Oh, this is the wrong color of mine. Black. And that looks good. So, save as PNG. Now I need to figure out what else to do because I don't really want to end the stream right now. Like I'm a little bit on the roll. Maybe I mean, I have like some emojis that I kind of plan on, you know, making. But I could also work on my Live 2D model because I finally figured out how to do the animation of the head turn. But it does look a little cursed right now. I might do a little intermission. You know, finish my current water and get a fresh cold one. What? I'll see if I'll probably like I'm gonna put up an intermission, and then we can kind of like work on stuff. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I'm probably gonna have to, like, upload these to Ko-fi after stream. But please, feel free to remind me in the Discord. Because I'm probably gonna forget. Also, I need to organize my fucking... I need to organize my drawing folder more. I mean, I could work on this. Actually, I mean, this was actually meant to be like an assignment for a class that was like almost 2 years ago. So probably not. I mean, I could just go and work on some Skyrim. Because I was finally able to get to the Winterhold College. But I probably need to, like, work on, you know, proper references for some of the characters. Like, you know, proper reference sheet. I mean, don't mind the shitty drawings over here. I was just trying to figure out, you know, like a sketch for how to draw the different perspectives. But I probably also need to, like, make a 3D model for Patchouli. Like, kind of like a basic model, like, probably just have her in, like, a tank top and shorts. So that you can kind of, like... So I can, like, figure out how to, like, draw Patchouli in some of the more difficult perspectives for certain parts of her model. And I probably need to, like, look up, like, how other people draw, you know, character references. and like official materials. So, like, the border here and, like, the lines here are probably going to be, like, the shading color. And, probably, like, I could probably, like, what to do. What do I do? So, probably, like, the iris part of the eye is, you know, the, main color. And the outside is the highlight. And this is mostly because Patchouli has an eye motif. Actually, yeah, I could probably, like, do that. And of course I'll probably have to, like, grab a symmetry tool to make the eye. And of course I'll have to, like, make a kind of pose for Patchouli. And I probably need to, like, make some thumbnail sketches. For, like, some of the scenes in the story, because I plan on both having a light novel and a game. Two different versions to experience the game. So you aren't just stuck with, like, one way to experience the world. Because, sometimes you want to make a game, sometimes you want to make a novel, sometimes you want to do both. For, like, the same story, to see how it will work it works out in two different mediums of storytelling. I think I'm going to try and do like a gesture. I feel a little cheapy. So yeah. And this is like going to be very, very simple. In terms of like style. So I might try and like kind of like have her legs like a little kind of like a little spread apart, but relatively close together. I mean, I'm probably going to like spread out the feet a little more. And I'm not really going to show much of a thigh gap because, you know, she's meant to be a little chunky. Actually, I'm going to kind of like So I'm going to have her kind of hold her journal. this hand a little smaller. Actually, I think I'm going to end it here. And probably like work on my Live 2D model in a little bit. But yeah, I'll be here next week, most likely on Tuesday at 1 p.m. EST. I might do another poll, but actually no, I think I'm gonna take a break next week. Like from doing the Transformers plushie assets, so I can, focus more on my, school stuff, because we're hitting the end of the semester. It ends like this month. So on the 20th, like literally the day after my dad's birthday, my semester ends. And I'll have to go back to making schedules. So yeah. I'll be here sometime next week. And yeah. I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye everybody!